I don't know why I just thought it was on the other side. So we left off at such a good part of the game that I'm actually worried that tonight's stream won't even be as fun. But Clive and Joshua have finally reunited. Joshua's not looking too good right now, though. Dion is also kind of around, and he killed his little brother, his dad, and we all watched our mom or stepmom kill herself. So it's been an interesting few hours for the bros, for the brothers plus stepbrother.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Ad break already? That's crazy.
Tell me you saw that.
I haven't been doing the hunt board. Are you on the hunt for a Bomb King Kupo? So I have a billet that might interest you. Oh, there's so many that I haven't done. The Magath brothers. The only one that... This one. Sandbreck the Croc. I guess if we go out that way, I'll go do it.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Hi Tetsu, how are you? Sorry for being late. Needed a big old nap.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift
Today was
end
just a nap day, I
is more than
think.
we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, there remains
I did
grounds
overtime yesterday, and
spawning
I
for
like didn't
passion
even like
and
go out
droves.
after
And amidst
work
the
like I had
hordes of
planned.
mindless
I was so
beasts,
tired.
with magics
But then I
as
didn't
like
even
to
get like
fail
any
as
extra like
function,
or like more sleep,
even the
which is
strongest
frustrating.
nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dhalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the king of
Hi,
Wayne deign to
Mana.
invade,
How are you? I'm sorry I'm late. I needed a nap so bad.
None but us.
And then I woke up to my alarm when I woke up initially, and I was like, it was like 20 minutes later, which was like not even a nap for me. And I was like, oh, hell no. I extended it. And I almost bailed and didn't stream, but I am committed to streaming because I know I'm going to feel worse for not streaming than I am even if I stream and I'm tired. You know, I'd rather stream and be tired and be able to say that like I did it and I made progress with Final Fantasy 16 and I still streamed.
Let me guess.
Like that'll feel better,
You're
you know?
here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious.
I need to set up my
Fallout has
fan
disturbed the
down
heavens.
here.
That,
I also
believe,
don't know what happened
is
to
a
my
question
crotch
the
fan.
Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the sixth day, did the gods tear
I actually
the sun
don't
from the
remember,
firmament,
unless it's like, I don't know,
visiting
that's a
darkness
little bit.
upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
It seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
So much back and forth here.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a cashier at her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
Hi, watching you. How are you?
Fucking paws. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
What's the issue? It's just like a bunch of crap happening. I kind of forgot how to travel in this game. Do I have to go down to the boat to leave here?
Did you see that? Tell me you saw.
There's like crystals, I think. You're exhausted? How are you? Hopefully it's not as heck there as it is here. It's been really hot here. And I'm also pretty tired. I took a nap. That's why I was a little late today. I like desperately needed a nap after work.
I'd say we were in for a storm.
Do I just go up to this thing? Yeah. But yeah, I needed a nap. I did that. And now we're here. Luckily, I get to spend most of my time inside, so I don't have to deal with the heat too much. Why is that one locked? That's interesting. And then if I go to Sandbrack, I don't remember where anything is. That's just Dalmicia. This area. Oh, so sorry. I can at least try to find the Bomb King. I don't remember if it said Sandbrack the Croc. So we'll just head here and we'll just pay attention to the
First we
Croc.
find Isabel.
If I zoom out, I will miss all like the little names. I don't see anything called the Croc. I feel like I had this problem with a different hunt too. Thank you for the blessings.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of Oriflamme under a flood.
This music is kind of creepy.
Four left for more on the captain's orders.
God, that's helpless.
I heard the bells. Is the captain back already?
The two soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
More arrived from the camp.
My lord, my lady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
I can't do it.
So when you do the hunts in this game, I don't even know if anyone would know the answer to this, but when you do the hunts in this game and it gives you a location, can you always find the location on a map or no?
madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters.
I want to
your
say yes, but I
brothers,
don't
your
remember.
lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered. Or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know.
If we finish this area, I will
That's all that's left.
look around before
What
leaving.
we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Are these blue sparkles new? I don't remember them.
That thing, it took...
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme.
Nah,
I just passed more when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now.
Don't leave me, Paul.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
Ah, not on the monitor!
At least we have an idea of where the thralls
Get
might
off the
be.
monitor!
We should head for more.
I'm sorry, darling. I truly am.
He's doing that side rub against it. Jeez Louise.
Following through with the schedule. 5 play.
Let's go! Thank you for the resub. Happy 15 months. And yeah, I'm trying. I wanted to start at 5, but I got home from work and I was so tired. And so I got a little nap in, and then I woke up to my alarm like at 4:45, and it was only like 20 minutes.
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the
Asleep.
bodies there in the flood.
And I was like, oh, I would really like to, I'd really like to, you know, stream, but I'm so tired. And so I continued my nap, and I considered just like straight up not streaming tonight. But I was like, I think I'm gonna be more disappointed in myself, and I'm gonna feel worse about everything if I don't just stream. So here we are. Check your DMs? On where? You got unbanned in seconds? Are you spoiling just where it is? I almost knocked my fucking drink on myself. I would have cried. I don't think I have this part of the map, no? Oh, I haven't been over there. I see. Alright, let me finish this, and then I'm assuming it's gonna have me go back to the city, and then I'll go back. Still have way more exploring to do, I guess. I've not done a good job. What's all this blue stuff? Very eerie.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me.
Where are my freaking powers? I at least have fire still. Huh? Is this part of the game? Did something happen? Where's all my stuff? Is it this blue stuff? I can't even prime. Oh, I need to buy items. Is there something wrong with my settings, or is this part of the game? I didn't do anything though after last stream. Like, that works. What happened to all my settings? Oh my god. I just haven't done anything. Oh, stop it.
Let's try.
Vana, no. I literally, so I didn't even like do it. Like, I didn't even like exit the game when I finished on Tuesday. I just put my PS5 to sleep. Unless when I was like looking at Bahamut, that like something got messed up. But didn't I only like put Bahamut on? I don't remember. This is gonna take forever without any abilities, but apparently I can't turn on abilities when in combat. Well, why did anyone take it off? Oh my god, I'm gonna die! Oh, I fucking... It's like LB again.
Nice try.
Ooh, fuck. My goodness. Okay, get me out of here.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
I need, please let me change my settings. This is very important.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Okay, let me fix my settings. I don't understand what happened with this. That's what happened with this. Aquid! Hi! I know! Still playing 16 too. Hi, how are you?
We're still in.
So if I go here. I missed you. How are you? Oh, I need to wait. No, I need to go back. Need to buy items. I need to. I need to heal.
Do you see anything you like? You've a keen eye. I do like a customer who knows what he wants. And a fine day to you.
Can I not use my potions out here?
That's better.
Okay. And then we buy more.
Do you see anything you like? You've a keen eye.
Okay. Now we'll travel here, and then we'll go find the king bomb.
Ready, go?
Alright, we just hang along this side. There should be a path. Do not touch me. What are these little dudes? Alright, it's in this thing.
I can walk
Yeah.
from here.
Oh, there's like a little path that I missed. How have you been, Arclean? We've been up to. I'm on the wrong side. Is that it? I'm actually dreading this. Why do I feel like this is gonna be hard? At least I got my freaking icons.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Ow! I don't know what that did. Ooh! There's multiples! What does that do? I need to read what this one does. I'm gonna die. So much crap. I don't understand what that is doing. Now to rebuy all my hot potions. Nice. Any goodies in here?
The rain is over. Now to collect the ash. I should probably have brought a bucket. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more.
Hello?
That should do it. If a wine needs more than this, he can fetch it
Can I just
himself.
go? I didn't want that. I didn't want that. I didn't want that. I didn't want that. Yes. I'm struggling. My head kind of hurts.
All right there, Sid. How's that?
I just
hunt
want to
for
turn
the
down
bonus
my
going?
I have it here.
my lights.
That's the stuff, and plenty of it too. Enough to keep the Olympic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then.
Ooh, I can turn on
Let's get this contraption up and running. There we have it.
That's a heater. I'm done.
Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
When you add the
There's
skills,
no
they
need.
don't all have to be
The good it will do for
from the
hideaway
same
is reward
summon.
enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours?
What?
Let me keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some
When you
magic.
add
on
the
that.
skills.
What
Hold on.
kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo. Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Inventory increased? Like my potions inventory? Yes! Yes!
You'd think the people here
Worth it. Alright.
never seen a storm before.
When you add skills, these. Don't they have to match with the icon though? It seems like they would have to match, no? Summon multiple spheres of light. Oh, so I was just like automatically doing that. Ah, I see. Where the other ones go? Like, why are there more here? But then when I go here, like, they're not there. Okay, we'll mess with that one a little bit more before I decide I don't like it. Alright, so... Why is that one locked? Search the area near Drake's Fang. Oh, it's this. This one's locked. Is it because I can't go there? Why does it say it's locked?
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Okay. Well, level am I? I didn't restock up on potions. Oh shit. God damn. I think I have to leave. Don't touch me. Leave me alone! Is there anything over here? No. Go here and then come back. I just need to restock on potions. I'm a little underleveled for that, but I think I can do it.
Fucking thieving bastards.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried? You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went?
Oh, it's just not even unlocked yet. Okay, I won't bother with it then.
But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard. Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
So, you see my predicament? What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight. My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other
when all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits?
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
I'm so sorry for yawning.
More faces are
It was
not
either
well known
that
in this town.
or I didn't stream, and I didn't want to do that.
Useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Not gonna lie, this part of the story does not like pull me in as much. I need to find potions real quick.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
Anything I can interest you in? My thanks. Here you are. An excellent choice. Thank you for your custom.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
It appears I have no choice but to do what little I can to defend what little we have.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
So dark.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The
Pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 score swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths
So many
of your
ads.
brave
How many
men
ads is
than
it
you
then?
yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
The women folk have come to us.
I'll take that one.
Oh my god. What does that do?
They mean to overwhelm us.
Oh. I got one. So now if I let go. I see, I see, I see. Woo! It feels kind of lazy using Bahamut's abilities. Like, I like them because they're easy, but it also just feels lazy. I don't know.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalamil.
We all saved Dalamil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Nice. Oh, I can do it now. It's no longer locked. Should I try doing that fight? I'm a little underleveled for it, but I didn't stock up on potions. Hi, Golden. How are you? It has been a while. Right by him. Oh my god! Holy. Get up! God damn. All out of potions already. Only halfway there. My bad. Do I go get more potions? Probably. Oh, it maxed me out. Never mind. God. He hits so hard. Sloan, how are you? Ooh, my God. Are you kidding? Thank you for the good luck. I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired today. I needed a nap after work, and I started a little later than I had wanted. Well, just one more try. He's hitting a little harder than I would like, so... But I'm only like 3 under level, which isn't like that wrong. It would help if I wouldn't just tank all those hits and I would actually just dodge. Like that. That's not good. Oh my! One more try. That was a bad attempt. I ate 2 really bad hits. I dodged! And now that was wasted. Oh. Oh, I used both of my high potions. Fuck. Let's fucking go! It only took me how many attempts to stop eating his fucking attacks? My bad.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
My bad. I'm just used to games where I can be tinky and just eat hits. This is why I could never play like Bloodborne or Elden Ring. Because you like have to dodge it. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I literally did it first try. That was a first try attempt. God gamer.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Express yourself, remember the good times, focus on your work. Oh, is this a question? Express yourself.
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you missed the fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it? I'm a baker, not a... You know. You might
Just put little fangs on your breads. I don't know.
What a fool I've been. I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You've opened my eyes.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Yeah, I'm just not really into like Soulsborne-esque games. But I've never really played them. I played Bloodborne for like 2 hours, and I didn't even fight anything because I didn't have any weapons. I didn't know how to find weapons.
Trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
Sus.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight.
You say! I know! I've been good!
I don't know.
I think I'm finally at a point in my life where I can feel like... Well, more like... I'm so sick of not doing the things that I actually want to do that it pisses me off, so I'm just forcing myself to make time for the things I want to do. Is a good way to put it. But I've been good, though! How are you? It's been 8 months since I last streamed before this week.
King, but do you have to use the good salt?
Very long time. I'm now in new place.
I'll go and get some more later.
What's the plus? Oh, quests, right? And then what's that? Another side quest? Should I go pick them up? I guess so. I've been in this place for a while. Yeah, I moved here back in like November.
Do you have any fresh water?
But my partner helped me get this really nice setup. He got me 2 new monitors.
Good, actually. Something worth
that
celebrating.
keyboard.
Only trouble is the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her while I go and invite those I'd like to celebrate with.
That's
what
really
exactly
nice,
are you
and I feel bad for
celebrating?
not streaming sooner
If you
with all this
don't
stuff.
mind me asking. I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. A Gotan
Still
66.
more changing room gives something new, you know.
Gotan
Yeah, for
Rouge is
sure.
the
I'm still not
only
even
good
like
thing to have
happy
ever come out of the
necessarily with
Empire,
it.
and
It
both
needs
wouldn't part with the
better
66
lighting.
If you held a knife to their fruits. So I've heard.
Like it has like
So you
somewhat
know
of the
that
vibe I want. I want more
clearly
plants
you're a
and I want
gentleman of
warm
taste.
lights back there. I
A
love warm
gentleman
lights.
Who might sympathize with my predicament,
And I need more warm
perhaps?
lights back.
Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine? I'll give
But
you
yeah,
a little
it's
something
cute.
for your
We
time,
have
of
like
course.
a little couch. It's a pull-out couch. This thing, Legos, all my decor, some plants, but I want more. I want more plant babies, but they need to be fake. They have to be fake.
Sounds simple enough. So you'll do
I don't
it.
want bugs,
Marvelous.
and
Thank you.
I don't have
You
to
won't need
care.
to go far. All
for
3 of them
plants.
should be right here in the market.
Woo!
Aldrich the porter, Milan the
Sorry,
butcher,
I took
and
a nap
Warwick,
before
the
stream
guard over
today
at the North Gate.
because
3
I
of the
needed it,
finest fellows in Bockland,
and
if you
it's
ask
just
me.
still hitting.
Tell them to come to the tavern when they finish for the day. Stop by again when you let them know, and I'll give you your little something. I'll be right back.
My little something.
Has this wine turned, or is it my stomach?
There's so many quests here. Are the quests worth it? I find that the quests aren't super fun.
That well-notched steel and impressive physique. I have need of a sword for hire, and yours looks to be a weapon well worth the coin. Might you be convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms?
How exactly do you intend
Back
to
to
use
14
them?
type of quests.
Well,
Yeah, that's what it feels
I'm
like.
something of a scholar of
Which,
Zemeckis
like, aren't
history.
necessarily
I wish to
bad.
investigate
I'm
the
just
ruins
not
near the city, and I require a rugged
invested.
companion,
Like, I
lest
care
I
more
find
about,
myself
like, what's going on with
waylaid by
Joshua and
ne'er-do-wells or the
Dion and,
beasts
like, all
sent to
that.
roam the area. Should you accept,
Like, the world
you
building
will not
hasn't
only
been
earn yourself material wealth, but
that.
partake of the true
It
treasure
hasn't
of
had,
the
like, a
princess
payoff
there,
yet.
the rich and storied history of Zemeckis. Well, will you
But I also
ever
haven't played this in,
part
like, 8
from
months,
my
so,
proposition?
of course, I'm not gonna, like, care as much. But...
My arms are yours.
Wonderful. Then come. We must away.
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis Road, and from there, onward to discovery. Quickly. There is not a
Yeah, we
moment
just got
lose.
to the part where Clive has reunited with Joshua, and Dion
Good luck with
no
your
longer
ne'er-do-wells.
has family. But yeah, it's crazy. It like just clicked that Dion is like their stepbrother, you know?
Please. A piece of fruit. A crust of bread.
Are you Milan, the butcher?
That's me.
I want a
What
whoop
can I
beer.
do for you?
The innkeeper's just had a special delivery.
I
He
want
thought
a hot
you might like
chocolate.
to join him for a cup of wine
It
after
didn't
you
really
pack
hit
up for the day.
like I wanted it to.
He knows me only too well.
Yeah, well, thanks for
hound here
stopping
that will
by. I
handsomely with a
appreciate
nice
it. I hope you sleep well.
Wine and ham to spare. Barcloud clearly isn't suffering then.
Comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else. Those who travel the Crystal Road bring all manner of goods with them. We get meat from San Brec, herbs from Rosaria. Why, sometimes we even see curiosities from across the Narrow.
So sorry for
Or rather we
yawning.
did, till not so long ago. These are lean times, and even Botcloud isn't the bustling
Yeah, I don't
trading
have a
post
set
it once
schedule,
was.
but I'm hoping
there's no point
for
Better to live
Tuesday,
life while you can,
Thursday,
eh?
Friday.
And on that note,
I feel like are
sounds
like the
there's
days
a
I can
cup of wine
consistently
needing
do
my
it.
attention.
But it might change depending on plans and things like that. But generally, I don't have much going on those evenings.
Won't you? Please. You've raised the price.
I showed you my path. What more do you want from me?
I'm looking for Bolek. I was told he'd be guarding the gate.
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist, I take it.
I'm so sorry.
just
Another
taken delivery
ad.
of a
I feel like I
rare
should turn
vintage,
down
a
how many
Gotan
ads I
66.
run.
He thought you might like a cup.
It seems obnoxious.
I've
No.
never said no to a goat hand. I'm not about to start now. Thanks for letting me know.
You must be a busy man.
No one's making for the refugee camps anymore. Not after what happened in the Dominion. Meaning, they linger here instead. I spend more of my days moving beggars along than I do manning these gates. What gets to me are the gangs that prey on the poor sods. As if they haven't suffered enough. Some days you can't help but wonder what the world's coming to. You know what? That wine's sounding better by the moment.
Hi, boy fruit. How are you? Now I get that ad money. Get what? Not even a whole penny? Like, I'm making nothing from ads.
I haven't sold anything in days.
Me neither.
These pears aren't.
I'm into that. I want this.
Please. A piece of fruit.
You won't find a finer array this side of the strait. Many thanks.
I'm glad to see you. Glad you're doing well.
Who needs a porter when there's nothing left to go?
I've been asked to find Aldrich.
I've been wanting to stream so bad.
I don't suppose that's you, is it?
But then I always convince
me
myself
right
not to do it.
enough.
So now I'm
You
just
need
forcing
something
myself to
with
do it.
The
'Cause I'm
innkeeper
sick
sent
of just
said there's a
having the
cup of
feeling of
Goat
wanting
at
to stream
66 with your name
versus
on it when
like
you're
not
done for the
doing
day.
it.
A 66?
I just feel bad because I'm a little
If
tired.
he's just got hold of it now, it must have been in the crates he had me carry down
I
from
want to make
Sunbreak.
progress.
From the Empire to Boklad. You must be a braver man than most. That's a treacherous route at the best of times.
Such is the porter's lot. There's not a patch of storm these feet haven't traipsed across. It's Oriflamme one day, then off to Canva the next. The farther you're willing to go, the fatter the purse. Which is why there's no shortage of competition for some of the longer routes. I'd say I've done enough for today to earn myself a cup of something tasty. Thanks for letting me know.
Well done. Wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
As much as I want to travel to do that, let's finish all the side quests here. Yeah, I got home from work and I let myself nap, but I wanted to nap longer.
Spoke to your friends. They'll be along
So I
soon.
ended up just waking up.
That's fantastic.
News.
Thank you kindly. It's been a while since we all sat down together. And the way I see it, that wine
Turning
is as
on
much
stream.
theirs as it is my own.
How so?
Ugh.
I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without
I just
Oldrich
want
to
a
go and
whoop
fetch the good stuff for me.
I want a whoop beer
Then
so
there's
bad.
Milan, who always sends customers my way. And Bolek, an even-handed keeper of the peace, if ever there was one. Those three
The
are the
monster would be too
backbone
much
of
energy,
Boklad.
but I really like
Lose
the
any
pink
one of them,
ones.
and the market would soon fall apart. And without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer. I'd say that's worth a bottle of 66, wouldn't you?
And more besides.
Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Be they world-weary innkeepers or brooding swordsmen. Right. I'd better prepare for my guest's arrival.
Oh, there's the ad.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in a sharing mood.
A Gotan 60 bloody 6. Just as well I had something special of my own set aside. A bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows, but it can't hurt.
Here they are, the three pillars of Boklad. Sit yourselves down, gentlemen. The woes of the world may be monstrous in many, but there's nothing like a few good friends to keep the misery at bay.
Never a truer word spoken.
Look at that charcuterie board. Okay. I have that quest to pick up.
Do you have any fresh water?
Hopefully that's it. I don't really enjoy the side quests. Like, sometimes they're good, but like, I can't really remember any standout side quests, which is a little disappointing.
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise. Perhaps you can extend me the same kindness?
Perhaps. What would I be doing?
Finding someone. You see, I've been having trouble with thieves, and despite the many pains I've taken, I can't stop them from rummaging through my packs. I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back, and he offered to track the culprits down. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that. But he's been gone days, and I'm beginning to fear the worst.
Any idea where his search for the thieves might have taken him?
The old Zemeckis Road, perhaps? He doubted they would be fool enough to linger here in Boklad. Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him grey long before his time. I just pray he hasn't been killed over a few sacks of grain.
Can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around. Hopefully someone will have seen him.
I'm so sorry for yawning.
What I I wouldn't give for
Lance.
Looks like this is the end of the road for us. When are they gonna let us through?
What do you want? I've no coin on me.
Maybe I should get like a
Just
thing of water.
information. Has a sellsword passed through here? Grey hair.
It's okay. I just know that what I'm gonna do. Like, if I were to end stream now, is I would go lay down in bed and probably just watch TikTok, which is so not productive.
Which way did he go?
I'd rather make progress in 16.
How am I supposed to know?
It just is a little unfortunate that the side quests are not hitting.
Now, why don't you do the same and leave me be?
Why am I not surprised?
That scared me. Holy. Oh.
If you know what's good for you.
Technically, I would have launched them off of the cliff, but it's fine.
Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir. Thanks to your timely intervention. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, feast your eyes upon the marvel before us. Ruins, a relic of the fallen civilization. A sight so common that man is oft blinded to its wonder. Colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them, with very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe. Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this particular specimen? Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckis history is steeped. Come, good sir. Our expedition continues, and we still have much to learn.
He's passionate. I'll give him that.
Okay.
Be safe.
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I. I'm looking for someone. A grey-haired mercenary.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rocks. And those ones, over there.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's goblins up there, and that they eat little boys for dinner.
Shush now. You've said quite enough already.
I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I were you.
Why didn't you want to say that? Can I go up this way? Oh, okay.
Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here? I think we found our thieves.
How do they make that noise? It's crazy. I love it. Goblin Prince, literally me. Look at him. Look at those feet.
Stop. Don't kill him. He's just protecting his home.
Joseph. So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you. She was worried you might have got yourself killed.
Have I been gone that long? Wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
Things are more complicated than they appear.
Aren't they crazy though? Like, those are some actual grippers.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know
Look at him! He's just a little guy!
Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area and the mystery practically solved itself.
Each other. Oh, that's his papa.
Little homestead and all the missing food. I launched myself at them full of righteous fury, but their leader was the only one who moved to meet me. The others, they huddled around that food, ready to die protecting it. They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself, back when times were hard.
So you spared them, and earned their trust into the bargain.
What was that sound of him itching?
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so I've been teaching them. And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to risk their necks in Bocklad.
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins could be reasoned with.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to the market once my work here is done. Oh, and don't mention the goblins. I don't want people coming here brandishing pitchforks. Not now this lot have sworn off thieving.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Look at that little guy! Wow, wow.
I'd always thought of goblins as mindless savages. But if I'm honest, I like them better than half the men I've served with.
That's crazy.
Joseph's fine. He'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business. He found your thieves all right. And I dare say they won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. And if he says there'll be no more thieving, that's good enough for me. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Here, for your troubles.
Chat, do I get a root beer? I want a root beer so bad. Alright, and then... Oh, I shouldn't have left that. That's okay.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of the road for us. When are they gonna let us through?
Woo woo! want to go this way. Yes. Oh, now we have to fight goblins?
Not again.
No! We just became friends! Oh! Vexy! I missed you! How are you? We literally just made, well, I mean, we weren't necessarily friends with them, but like, we saw how big their tootsies are. And my lab.
You're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before us. Behold, the final sin in all its glory. As Moss tells
Yeah, it's
us,
been
battle
8 months.
was fought here in ancient times.
It's been 8 months
A battle
since
of such
my
ferocity
last stream prior
that it tore
to
a
this
great
week.
crater in the very land upon
Yeah,
which
I don't know
it
the
was
exact date,
breached.
but I know it was from
In
my
reaching
apartment.
For their holy sanctum did man
My last
enrage
apartment.
the gods, and great
And I'm
was the
assuming it was a Final
vengeance
Fantasy
that was
16
rained
stream,
down
too.
upon him.
What was
Alas,
8 months ago?
The full truth of the matter
November.
is lost
I haven't
to
streamed
time,
from this place, right?
though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon such things.
Maybe it was
There is
October.
more yet to see.
I don't know.
Onward.
I'd have to
History awaits.
dig around and see if I posted like a... Oh wait, no, I could just see in Discord. If I just go to my live tab. It was October 21st. I was playing 16. It's been over a year. We're just a bunch of phony streamers, chat. But it's okay. I think sometimes, like, I don't know, content creation has changed so much where, like, it requires a lot of effort now to be a content creator. Like, you can't just kind of, like, make content like you could just back in the day. You, like, have to kind of put some effort into it. That sounds bad. I don't know how to word it, though. Oh, hush. Oh, God. Oh, God. But, like, I feel like a lot of people spend so much time, like, thinking about streaming and, like, the back work that goes into content creation that, like, it just becomes kind of off-putting for a lot of people to do it. Is it too loud? It just got so loud for me. He's gonna hurt. Oh, shit. My defense, a lot has happened during that time. I mainly focused on music content and often can't stream due to low speed. Yeah, I feel that. That's kind of how it's been for me as well. But, like, not that's, like, necessarily low spoons. It's that my job tires me out so much, mentally and physically, that it felt impossible to have any interests and to put any energy into those interests, because streaming requires a lot of energy. It's not just something you can just be loosey-goosey about. I mean, you can, but, like, I don't know. I'm not loosey-goosey with my streams. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Socializing takes energy, you know? I said YouTube, I'm getting a handle on. It's so much easier to do YouTube because you can just put work into it, like, as you can.
Once more, I am in your debt. And once
Because
more,
my goal has been to upload once a week, but I haven't been doing that. But I'm also not putting too much pressure on myself if I don't get a video out every week. Because of the fact that, like, I do work a full-time job. I also edit for another channel on top of mine, so...
He offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation.
But yeah, I don't know. I've just been... I was off TikTok for a while. Like, ever since they, like, essentially announced that TikTok was just not going to be a thing here in the US, I, like, just stopped using it. But then I wanted to get a haircut, and I was like, I need inspiration, so I went to TikTok. And then ever since then, I've been on TikTok again, and it is draining me in the sense of, like, I am on that app just, like, mindlessly scrolling, and it is so stupid. I hate how much I'm on it. I'm probably just gonna straight up delete it from my phone. Because I hate it. I hate how, like, I'm not getting anything from TikTok. Like, yeah, it's entertaining, I guess, but, like, it's not... Like, I'd rather, like, go to YouTube and watch something that, like, I'm gonna click on it and know, okay, this is what I'm getting out of it, right? Like, I'm either gonna... I've been watching, like, a lot of, like, YouTube, advice, content creation advice, or just straight up, like, things that I enjoy. Like, I watch a lot of, like, Pokemon content creators, right now, Vanilla Mace, stuff like that. Like, I know that I'm getting that kind of entertainment from it. Or straight up education. Yeah, TikTok is just, it's so bad. And then, like, it makes me wonder, like, as, like, someone who wants to, you know, make content, like, do I want to make content for TikTok? Even though that might be really good for, you know, my brand or whatever, like, growing and whatnot. But, like, I'm just feeding into this, like, addiction that, like, I don't want any part of, you know? It's such, like, a weird, like, battle to have. Like, how do you go as a content creator, but you don't want to take part in this app that is just horrible? It's so bad. It feels hypocritical to upload there if I don't even want to be on there, you know? Like, I love YouTube because I'm always on YouTube. I'm always watching stuff.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a...
Jeez.
Anything catch your eye? Thanks very much. Fare thee well.
For me, TikTok I mainly use for music promo and getting the word out. I don't focus as much on it as I used to. Yeah, but, like, even, like, if I were to, like, post, like, the few shorts that I make, right? Like, do I want to post those onto an app, even though I'm on here talk about how I don't like using the app because I feel like it's just so bad for me. And I feel like it's bad for most people.
Martha.
Like, TikTok has done really good things, but I think it's literally just, like, making everyone's brains rot.
What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit.
I don't know, it just seems hypocritical. I'm not saying that people are hypocritical for having that opinion and posting on TikTok. It just feels, for me, I feel the fight in my head. Does that make sense?
We have a few willing fighters holding them back. They're sorely outnumbered.
Yeah, I know. I just need to delete stuff off my phone. What I want to do is delete stuff off my phone and eventually get, like, an iPad or something, and then if it's on my iPad, then, like, I would have to be on my iPad and use it for that intention. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like having a different device to, like, differentiate what time is for what. Or get an iPad for work-related stuff, keep my phone as my phone, and then have it be the other way around. Because that would also work fine, but... Because I want to edit on a tablet or something so bad. I want to be able to sit outside when it's nice out and not blistering hot outside.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Them not. Not a chance.
Ooh, jeez. Yeah, like I feel like if I were to check my watch time for TikTok, I'd be truly embarrassed.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Oh, I don't want that one. Oh, shit. But yeah, I don't know. It feels hypocritical to use, or not to use TikTok, but to post on TikTok. But then I have like these strong feelings about hating it. I know this is going to sound dumb, but I've started just keeping my phone in black and white mode, and it's been a lot easier to put down. Well, that's interesting. I mean, that makes sense though. Yeah, I just feel like I need... Oh no, it's so tough because like I enjoy mobile games a lot. Like I love having like a device that I can play phone games. But like, you know, the DS exists, and I have a DS, I have a 3DS, I have a Game Boy. Like, I feel like I just need to get back into like portable gaming, or even like the Switch or something.
You are mistaken.
I just currently don't have any games on that like I'd want to play currently. I don't think.
Forgive me, my lord.
Maybe like Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on the Game Boy.
We're with the Guardians of the
A coworker got me into Pokemon Go. Glax plays Pokemon Go, and I edit a lot of like Pokemon Go content.
So Wade left early.
But I haven't played that in like years.
Were coming from.
Did he?
I play Pokemon TCG Pocket though.
Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see.
That's like my main
we'll join you
game right now when it comes to phone games. I hope I'm logged in still.
And to
Level
think you took
31,
them for
Pokemon Go.
thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Evie!
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble!
I got me into Marvel Snap for a while. Yeah, I usually play like management games. I played Fluffy Town for the longest time.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
But like I was also like low-key addicted to that too.
Send them to the lift. I will. You two be safe now.
Pammy's being a little turd. But yeah, I'd really like to have like
Mad dogs.
a game that's like Genshin Impact. That's not Genshin Impact. I know Nikki Infinity is a thing, but that's like a little too I want to say girly. It's not quite my aesthetic and quite my taste, so it's not something that interests me that much. You turd. Sitting here trying to catch Pokemon.
Squire, I need you to get
Wuthering
those who can
Ways.
still
My
walk up
issue
the lift
is
to
that
Martha's.
I don't really like.
I
This
didn't
could sound so
ask
messed up.
for
I don't really
Oscar.
like the community that's into like Genshin and Wuthering Ways and stuff like that.
So Wade,
And like,
Lord Rossfield. If
oh
you aren't
no,
a sight for sore
it doesn't
eyes,
like interest me too much.
Martha
I
seems
used to
to think
play
you might need
Genshin
some
a
help.
little bit when it first
and
came
by the
out.
looks of it, we thought we could sneak by
I enjoy
them.
Infinity Nikki, but it
didn't know
is
there would be
very
so
magical
many.
girl dress up. And like, I know it's not just like, it's not like a girl's game, blah blah, but like,
Behind you.
I don't know. It just doesn't scratch the itch.
Damn it.
I did see
Do you think we can hold them
an
off?
ad, and I randomly clicked on it, which is crazy too. I forget what it was called though. Anemo?
Always. Then let's do our duty.
Yeah, Anemo. ANIIMO. And that looked really good. God damn! He stands! Ugh. I pay 0% to the community. I just play the game and I really like it. Yeah, I get that, but like, I don't know if this makes sense. But like, I won't play a game if the community kind of puts me off. Does that make sense? I don't know. I just see how they treat like content creators, mostly the Genshin players, and it's just so off-putting.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
Hi, Potato. How are
And yet
you?
again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
But yeah, I just really want a game to make me fall in love with gaming again, and I really hope that's Expedition 33. Hi! Thank you. I appreciate that. I really like the main plot of the story for 16. I think it's interesting. It's very good, very enjoyable. However, I'm not that into the other stuff, which is so unfortunate. Like, when it comes to like the world building stuff, I'm just not. It's not hitting, unfortunately. And
Don't you worry about them.
excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just get like bored kind of doing the side quests and whatnot, and I'm doing them because like it unlocks other stuff that makes, you know, the game enjoyable and whatnot. Like, I love me some extra inventory, but like, I don't know. It's just not hitting. But it is good though. Like Tuesday when we hit the spot with, I don't know if you played this game, so I'm sorry if I'm spoiling, but the brother reunion and the stuff with Dion, like that shit hit. That was so enjoyable. I was screaming. But yeah, then we're like doing this stuff and I'm like, I don't know. It just doesn't hit. And but I don't know what it is though. I've also taken an 8-month-long break from this game, so like that obviously like adds to like my disconnect from it. But even then though, like I took such a long break because, you know, the stuff with Sid happened. And then you just go on this long break of nothing in between all that. It just was so, I don't know. Why was it so off-putting?
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
Oops. God, why do you hurt? Not that much. But yeah, I don't know. It's really conflicting because I love the characters. I love
No.
Clive and
I
Jill.
think that was the last of them.
Joshua is the cutest thing in this whole entire world. But like,
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
and I care about that stuff that's happening. But then like the side quests hit, or like the less important main quest stuff happen, and I would say it feels like a drag. But it just doesn't keep me pulled in all the time.
The same as Sir Wade. Scores
Again,
of
hence
caching.
the 8-month-long
Well,
stream break.
Wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good
What was the last
view
game
of
you
the
played
land,
that did
and
hit?
it's
See,
easily
like, that's the
defendable.
thing. Like, I don't even
I'd like to
know.
make this one of our
Like,
outposts.
Endwalker, maybe?
What do you say, Martha?
I really like the
More men to guard
first
the rest.
voice of cards. The second one was also good. The third one, unfortunately, it starts out amazing, but then once you like leave the initial like area, it kind of flattens out a little bit, and that isn't as fun. It's still quite good though, and I'm just playing that in my free time. But yeah, I'm just hoping and praying that, because I'm playing Expedition 33 next. After we finish 16, I told myself it's going to be my reward that when I finish 16, I can treat myself to Expedition 33.
Oscar?
And I'm hoping that will just reignite this flame and make me enjoy playing games and like look forward to it.
Your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield.
That's
I am Oscar,
that's the dream. That's the
Oscar
goal.
of House Murdoch.
But I do have a list of games I do want to play though. So obviously we're gonna finish 16.
I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh,
hold on.
He didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar.
That's cute.
But I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest.
Oh,
And
lies.
spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one
Lies.
aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I
Right now,
would
Like a
sooner
Dragon
serve under
Infinite,
an
Wealth is
honorable
hitting really
outlaw
good.
than an unworthy
It's been
thief.
really hard to put the controller down and give it a
Not that
break.
Sir
I hear
Wade
Like a
and the other
Dragon,
guardians
that
are looking to say that,
Yakuza series is very good.
It's all right. We know what you
Like
mean.
it's very goofy,
There
but
is only
has
so
like a
much the boy
really
can learn from
good
me, my lord.
like story, despite like the goofy moments.
But a squire.
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once.
Yeah, maybe I'll
And
check
then
out the
certainly Sir
Yakuza
Rodney would
games.
approve.
They're not too long, right? Because I'm not looking for Persona length games. Like that's the other
Know
thing
that I'll
too.
show
Like
you
I
as
don't
much
like
leniency
games
as
that
your
are
uncle
like
showed me.
I would not have
that
it any other
long.
way.
I've only ever played Persona 5, and I'm sorry, the game took me like 4 months to beat. That's ridiculous. I think my file
Let's go and
was
put Otto's mind at rest.
136 hours. Like that's insane. I don't have that kind of time.
Was wondering when you turn up.
But yeah, so
Hello,
I want to play
small
Rebirth.
thanking you for your
After
timely
Expedition
intervention.
33, I want to play Rebirth
is it
next.
always managed to
And then
arrive
I
at
just
just
have
the
like
right
a vague
moment?
list of games that I want to
Luck, I
play
suppose.
in no particular order. So
Any
maybe
word
we
on the
can
rest of
do
the
some
realm?
little vote stuff, figure out what to play next.
Storm's
But
still
just to
crying out
list
for
a
Mother
few,
crystals. The
a variety of
night
different
is
Final
still in
Fantasy
chaos.
games.
The
I've never
scars are
played
still the
10
colour of a kick
2.
in the kidneys
I never
2 days
finished
on.
6.
So,
Strangers of Paradise.
Right.
World of Final Fantasy
Clive,
are a
we
few
knew
that
this
I'm
was
super
gonna
interested
happen.
in and would like to
Well,
play.
on the Bleeding Stars
Um,
part, but you take my point.
Maybe we can do the
Now's
Yakuza
not
series.
the time to second guess
Um,
yourself. Now's the time.
I'm trying to think of
to
stuff that I
visit the
like have
infirmary.
or have access
Tell
to.
you, since your brother's awake. Thank you,
But yeah,
Otto.
mostly a lot of Final Fantasy stuff though. I really want to work through all of the Final Fantasy games that I haven't finished or played. There's a ton of side content that you can do that will push the number of hours up a little bit, but it's not super long even if you do all that. Like, I don't mind like a 50.
So it was
Hold on.
not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend.
He is so cute.
Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Why is he not asking why he's still alive? Sorry, that's still what I'm
afraid.
That's what I want to know.
Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason.
Emmy, come back.
All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once
There's a
acutely
dead
limited.
spider next to my
I wield
desk.
fire, and only fire.
And I
wonder if that's the one
ice.
that crawled into my PC the other day.
8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames.
Do
of
not
Ifrit.
put your fucking hand in my
They do
mouth.
not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Sorry,
Were
that's
I to
really loud.
hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow
He's so loud.
incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
I have not played Dirge of Cerberus.
Awareness, spirit, call it what you wish.
I haven't even played
But I
Crisis
believe
Core.
Ultima to be
I
an
have watched all the
embodiment of
cutscenes though, but maybe we can play that as well.
why I struggle
Like I said, I want to play through all the Final Fantasy
fail.
games that I have.
Inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you.
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
Sorry.
Doesn't mean
It's so
you should
cute.
sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
I had a feeling it was gonna be blood.
Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Okay, but did we get the answer as to how he survived? Because we were under the impression that like Clive killed him. So I'm assuming Clive didn't actually like kill him, and then rescuers came and
what's the
just
short of
picked
it?
up Joshua,
Talia
essentially.
told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege. by an army of monstrosities.
Or is there like something else to it, like
to stem the tide?
I don't know, something to
numbers
do with the
ain't on
Phoenix
their
or
side.
something, Ultima.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
Another series I would like to play are the Drakengard or Drakengard series.
Should provide the
It just sucks that they haven't done remakes yet, and I feel like the second I play them in maybe not so legal.
Exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
What are you doing? He's so cute.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you.
They're so cute.
I'll look after him.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor, where I can finally introduce you.
What's that green chest? Yeah, I want to play them so bad. I know like the lore behind a lot of those games, but I want to experience it myself. I don't care if the gameplay is bad.
It seems the hideaway's lost
Blasted.
its...
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for?
I'm not really sure about other games though, but I'm down to take suggestions for games to play. Because like I said, I just really want to like fall in love with gaming again.
Perhaps your sword.
I am like changing my content though in regards to like,
Well,
I don't know, like I want to stream, right? Like committed to streaming. That's forever gonna happen. But like my YouTube isn't gonna be just like highlights of me playing a game.
Had a peek at the book and gave
Mostly
it a
because
go,
I
but-
hate editing down videos like that.
wasn't as
And
straightforward
then
as you'd
two, the comment on videos like that drive me nuts. It's always people just complaining about, why'd you skip this part? Or just like, you didn't understand this. Or like just overly explaining something that I do understand. It's just so annoying. That community is not for me. So I'd rather just stay away from
favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to
that.
lend you a hand.
But what I am doing though is I am exporting all of my streams onto a Let's Play channel.
Skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit?
So this will be on the
Recipe
Let's
seemed
Play
easy enough to
channel
an old
later.
hand like myself.
But
Thought I'd followed it to a T.
yeah.
Only
I
turns out
played 1 and
Skyworm
3 and skipped 2.
livers
Yeah, I
and
think 2's the one that's known for
are
not being
what I
that great.
thought they were. At least I hope they're not.
One of my favorite
given
PS2
the
games
rancid
was
mess they
from
made.
when
Yvonne
in
said
middle
the
school
recipes
is
in the culinary
named
pilgrimage date back centuries.
Radiata Stories. I will
Just say
always
the
recommend it
ingredients
to
even
people. I've
existed
never
before.
heard of that.
Wow.
Is
That's
it
a
like an
question for a
RPG?
scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid's scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson,
It's not a well-known
they
game, but yeah,
vanished.
it's an RPG.
My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Oh. This looks ancient. I know you said PS2, but like, it reminds me of like Tales of Symphonia.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
Lawsman Harpocrates, I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
It seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Prince? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
This is so cute.
Oh. Yeah. There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallymill Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Why do the side quests have like a treasure box?
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his own son's spear.
We're all gonna die! You hear me? The Akashic are coming and they won't stop until they've slaughtered.
What do you reckon we should do?
one of us.
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Am I solving?
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces, the body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh goods? I don't think you'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Mididol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
And here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's hares.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hares for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
No.
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Okay.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Ah, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Okay, we'll finish up the stuff here, and then I'll end for the day.
Lady Karen, how's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
Hi, Stoic. How are you?
Doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting
Hello.
at? Not
How you
once in 5
been?
long years do you pay my affairs half a care, but here you are today,
Here
raking
you
me
are
over the
today.
coals like a bloody popoto.
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalamil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocence, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize.
Reading, played a bit
It
of
was wrong of me
Magic.
to doubt you.
Commander. Quickly, if you do Magic the Gathering without fancy cards. Nice. Have you gotten any good pulls?
I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day. I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up
No
in
pulls,
how
just
bad.
the Commander decks. I got one pack from a Commander Knight,
would
and the
people
rare was
say she
Dion.
was?
Nice.
What did she ever do to them?
No.
It's not right.
I might have a Dion.
No,
Dion.
it's not.
My
But people do things
stuff
for
is
all
in
sorts
my
of reasons.
TCG bag.
Perhaps we'll never know.
I'm going to find
I do
out.
have my
That trader, he said they were all
Y'shtola
talking about
one
her in
here.
Dalimil.
Still
That's
unboxed.
where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me. You'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
Clever design. He summons a Terrence token and transforms
I
into
suppose it is.
Bahamut. What's a Terrence? Okay, I think all the quests here are done. There's a little plus there.
Did you see the pair that got
know
pulled
why.
into tires?
Master Clive, I apologize for this sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there is none other to whom I may turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing, and I fear I am wholly unable to form to his vaulted expectations, namely due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend to the needs of a manor, to the attending of bandits and back alleys, I am sorely ill-equipped. If it please you, my lord, prithee come and see me at Martha's Rest, where I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full. Sebastian.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
Like, why is that like a chest icon? Rather than just like an exclamation point. Alright. Everything is started, and then everything is not here. So I am going to save. Joshua, the party! That's so exciting. Okay, I am gonna end here. I do apologize for starting stream later. I am trying to start around 5. If 5 ends up just being a time that's like